Hello guys and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be discussing about the two most used teams in my channel that you've seen, and a lot of people complain that I don't show my stats in the screen. So this is also going to serve as a video for me to show my stats and link this video every time I want to showcase these teams. So let's check this out. My Spez team, the one I use most for offense, looks like this. As you can see, it's a fast Spez. Is meant to go right after without needing any CR push, and that damage does enough damage, as you've probably seen before. So next, my Basar. This is my Basar. 233 speed, that's the most used stat, but he also has quite a bit of effectiveness for defense purposes. But yeah, that's the Basar. Moving on to the Leo. Leo has changed, I changed his gear recently. As you can see, it has a lot more effectiveness, and now it has the concentrated imprint for 13. So as you can see, he's going to get 10% more effectiveness off of this. So he's pretty much going to be at 200% effectiveness. As you can see, he's almost 180, plus the 13% that doesn't apply, that's 190, so he gets 10% more. He gets 205 or something like that. Okay. So, and the A-lots is the weakest link here, is mostly here for the imprint, for the Spez, and these are his stats. As you can see, he has very unupgraded gear, just because the only thing that matters is 190. He's slower than my Spez. That's the only reason he's here, and he's using Spirit's Breath, which is pretty important as well. Alright, that's the Spez team. Now, let's check out the healer team. My healer team is my anti-cleave team. I'm going to showcase it today as well for both. Here it is, anti-cleave team. The stats are pretty simple. This one is just slow tank, fully molded, counter set. He's just there to CR boost when anyone tries to AoE. The only interesting stat here is the speed. 220 is not too fast, but it doesn't matter because he has the water origin and he's very squishy for that. Every time they touch him, he gets water origin as well. And that's the point, he's weak on purpose. And here it is, the DPS slash healer is quite squishy right now, but he's got enough damage to, you know, deal a significant amount of damage, and he has the concentrated imprint as well, which makes that 79 more like 92. So he crits quite often. And he has Idol's Cheer, and as you can see, this team is set up in this way. Look, he has 2,262 attack, and that's one tiny bit lower than the Basar, which means that every time they attack him, saying with the AoE, every time they attack this guy, he has Idol's Cheer, and he's going to push the Basar. So Basar is going to get 3 CR boosts. He's going to get the CR boost from Water's Origin, Idol's Cheer, and the passive from General Purgus. So this makes it so if someone wants to Basar my team, even if they burn, it doesn't matter. It's going to push back, but because if it's an AoE, it's going to push my Basar in front, and he's going to cleanse everything, push everyone, and cut in front. So it's very effective. And Chloe, yeah. The Chloe is just a bit squishy, but she's on Proof of Valor to try to survive. She's a little bit fast, and she has effect resistance. Not too much, but a fair amount. And she's imprinted a bit, so I might want to do the self-imprint for her. Okay, and those are the teams, those are the stats, and that's all you need to know. Now let's test them out. I'm no longer in Champion, because I was gonna keep myself in Champion, but I went down to Challenger 1, and the week closed. I did it on Sunday, and I thought I could do it in the morning, but then it closed, so I couldn't do anything. So I'm going to stay in Challenger, but I've used these teams in Champion. I have videos on it. It works just as fine. It's a matter of gear in Champion, and there's a lot of revivers and cans, so those are pretty easy teams as well to take. Now, I'm going to showcase first my Spez team. Spez team is mostly utilized versus tank teams or teams that you know that you're not going to get outsped, because if you get outsped with the Spez team, the Basar, you know, if he's not fast enough, you're going to lose. There's nothing you can do. So this one we're going to tackle with the Spez team, which is already selected. So let's go. It's pretty straightforward. The only thing that can deal damage to us is the SSB. So it all depends on Leo. We burn here, pretty easy, pretty standard. Push everyone back, cleanse, and then we go with Leo, and Leo needs to land the stun on SSB. If he doesn't, I'm going to take a bit of damage, which could be fine, but if the SSB is really geared, it could mean we fail. But this Leo has a lot of effectiveness, so most of the time he lands a lot of stuns. Elbrus doesn't really matter too much, because we're going to kill... Who do we kill, actually? We're going to kill the SSB, I guess. I wanted to do more damage to the SSB, but I guess I won't. She's on Proof of Valor. As you can see, it doesn't really matter. Spez does way too much damage. The next speed threat, as you can see on the speed threshold there, it's the not the Leo. Why am I talking? The Crow. The Crow was the fastest, the second one. She can do this all day. It's not going to do too much because she has unbuffable on, so it's not going to give the skill nullifier. We use this just in case one of them escapes. We can debuff them, and they're pretty much useless now. Now we kill the Dark Corvus. Doesn't matter how tanky you make the Dark Corvus, he's gonna hit for about 42k, as you'll see here. Look, there you go, 42k, and we got one of these, which is great. RNL is always great, and we got the Sun as well. So easy setup. They didn't get to move. Well, the FSSC got to move, but she didn't do too much. But as you can see, clean, flawless, great versus tank teams. There's enough damage to go around. Okay, now moving on. We're going to go to the team above this one, which has a Shadow Rose. Shadow Rose, she's probably going to be faster than my Moonlight Basar, because Moonlight Basar only has 220 speed. So we're going to swap to the Anti-Cleave, and you're going to check it out. Everyone is on immunity, so when Shadow Rose goes, she's not going to push anyone back. There you go, see? And because she's going to hit for AoE, and she's level 50, okay, that wasn't enough damage because it was level 50, but it doesn't matter, it still pushes me ahead. So we cut. Now, we go. And now it's pretty hard for them to kill us, because Vildred needs to be insanely geared to do this well. And we might kill someone from the AoE here from Blingo. So Blingo goes now. And Blingo goes kaboom, and he does a bunch of damage, and he goes for the SSB. So I'm going to use this. SSBs versus this team is great, because look, my Basar is almost taking another turn. Now let's go for the stun. It doesn't do anything, it's mostly for the AoE. So the Bellona does more things next. If he kills anyone, he's only going to kill my ML Basar, which doesn't matter, has revive. He's going to die from the other thing. Okay. So now we're going to try to kill the SSB so she doesn't do the AoE. And then we kill the Shadow Rose. And we heal a bit because that's just how Blingo goes. Protect the ML Basar because these are the two only characters that don't have not invincible, the revive buff. There you go, we can kill anything now. We pretty much won. There's nothing you can do. There you go. Easy win. So that's how it works. One is an anti-cleave team that, you know, pretty much thrives on being AoE down, and the other one is just, you see no speed threat, you go for it, and it's pretty reliable. Now we're going to do a third fight. It's going to be a surprise fight, because this guy right here, above, has ML Zerato. People say ML Zerato is the direct counter to Spez, and I do agree, but it has this team has a lot of revivers, which can be annoying, but at the same time, Spez no longer struggles with those. So we're going to show you the power of Spez. Alright, let's see. It can be really annoying on this team. Zerato is gonna get debuffed, so that's probably gonna mean that he's gonna counter, and he's gonna do some damage to my team. There he goes, and he's gonna put unbuffable on some characters. But that doesn't really matter, because he's not really speed tuned. Okay. There we go. So now we start killing people. What do? We start with ML Chloe, because Moonlight Chloe, it would be great if we get an RNL proc, just like we did, mostly because of the shake-off effect. Like, we can shake off our debuffs now. And now, as you can see, we're going to attack buff, and surprise, surprise, I am actually not going to target Ruel. I'm going to target ML Zerato. He's dark, he's probably tanky, but probably not too tanky. There you go. Not dead, doesn't matter. He's probably going to kill the... Okay, didn't kill anyone. Okay, there you go. Now we're going to burn with Basar. He's dead. And guess what? Because she is slowed as well, I'm probably going to loop still. So they didn't get to move one time. Oh. Oh well. That was unexpected. That was very unlucky. 4 debuffs and she chooses to cleanse the stun. So Zerato is back. We're gonna have to silence the boy, or maybe stun the boy. Let me see if my Leo has his stuns up. Leo does not have stuns up. I don't have too many things up. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to push Basar and try to stun with Basar because he has the highest S1 stun chance. Didn't work, so he's gonna use his ult. Probably gonna kill someone. Okay. Now I will show you the importance of. Oh yikes! That's a lot of debuffs that I wasn't expecting to give him. Yeah, he's okay. I'll showcase you how he counters every single one of my team. Okay, we need to use this guy. Try to stun him. Why am I trying to stun him? Am I retarded? He can't be stunned. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is a big GG. Because he's going to counter right here. Because I'm going to land the debuff. And he's going to wreck with his damage. Yeah, that was really unfortunate. But just unfortunate. That was not really anything crazy. What can I do here? I don't think I can do anything. Because he can't be stunned. I don't have enough damage. So it's just going to kill everyone. Yeah, there we go. But as you could see, if it wasn't for the unfortunate fact of Ruel cleansing from 4 debuffs the stun and reviving him, that would be no chance he could do anything. So is he a direct counter? If you build him tanky, it could be like this one, but most of the time it's not going to work. Because even though you don't stun him, he's always going to be slow. He's always going to have a lack of damage. So he's never really going to counter, and his debuffs never really pose a threat. But this happened, so, you know, we can do it again, actually. Alright, let's try this again. And hopefully he won't target as many. Right? We're going to do exactly the same thing. We're still gonna do the same amount of debuffs. Okay, there we go. So now we're going to kill just like we did earlier. First the ML Chloe. We're not gonna get the RNL, which was pretty good earlier. Then we're gonna kill the FCSI. Because we always go through the speed line. That's how we play this out. Okay, there we go. Now I'm not even sure why I'm using this. This was a big mistake. I'm gonna silence him. Okay, then silence him. Great. Just gonna focus on this one. Not gonna try to touch him too much. Okay. So now I'm gonna burn this. And then I'm gonna hit her. He's gonna do his shenanigans. Okay. There we go. She's gonna get back, and now I'm gonna use my extinction. I'm attack downed. Let's not do that. Okay, Arnell there. It's good to shake off debuffs. And now we're gonna kill the Ruel. It's gonna give her CR. It's gonna give us CR because of Sash Ethans. And then we're gonna strip that buff. Can't do that yet, so I'm just gonna give him the buff back, I guess. That's unfortunate. Okay. Let's whittle him down with some attacks. Gonna burn this again. And gonna do that. The attack down is really hurting us here, but it's okay. He's on Aila, that's pretty smart actually. Okay, never mind. He's got too much damage. Okay, that's how you should build him. with lifesteal apparently, because he heals. Okay, there we go. Well, at least you have the video proof how he does counter. There we go. So, see you next time.